check this campsite out. It is freaking insane. This week, we reveal a national treasure. Is this the best secret free camp in the country? Got the house on wheels right here, and that is why we've got the gear to get to places like this. Full-time travel isn't always what you see, the highlight reels. But we need to discuss a catastrophic issue with the Travel Australia community and why the Australian dream may be over. It sucks, and like I said, yeah, there's no sugarcoating that. It sucks, and yeah, it just saddens me, and there's nothing I can do about it. We are starting this epic adventure off at James Price Point, which we thought at the time was the best free camp in Australia, but what we're about to go do next is going to blow this place out of the water. Rightio, it's a new day, and I just wanted to show you these cliffs. These cliffs are crazy, and it's probably, you know, hundreds of years of water running off them to make them this shape. Yeah, look at it. They're just the most fascinating things ever, but there is hives of hornets around here. We've never seen so many hornets in our life, and they're not trying to sting us or anything, but I'm not gonna lie, big friggin' wasp things about that big buzzing around your head. Yeah, it's not that fun, but I reckon they're thirsty. They're looking for water. But yeah, not another soul at JPP, which is absolutely crazy, because normally in peak season when you come here, because it's a free camp, one of the last good ones in Australia, there's so many people, caravans everywhere. So to get it with no one here has been absolutely amazing, and yeah, so cool. But right now we're actually going to take you guys to a spot we've never been before, and our mates Lost Tribe Adventures actually told us to go to this spot. They've been there before, and it's called Kongdong Point. Now a lot of people mess that name up. A lot of the WA names are pretty crazy to say, but Kongdong, so it's not a rude word. Yeah, Kongdong. It's a bit of a mouthful, but we're going to go there. That's another beautiful free camp. That's where we're going now. Hopefully we can get a spot. We don't know what it's like. We've never been there, so yeah, can't wait. But yeah, how good's this? This is touring at its finest. No one around, staying hooked up, and going place to place, which is just epic. So anyway, the van's all packed up. Let's hit the road. Fingers crossed we make it.
Man, ain't that some that you hate to grow up and miss? Hate to think of what if. I didn't even know what a honey hole with a Zepco when my jeans rolled and a painted skull in my lip. Even this, they say we ain't got a pocket piss, but I thank God for this. Ain't that some back home, but it's in a field, mud on the whiz. Yeah, ain't that some thick smoke, Silverado, tearing up a 2-lane road. Ain't that some COUNTRY? We've been doing since we was J-High. There's folks out there ain't TRY this. Man, ain't that some, ain't that some, ain't that some, ain't that some. Yeah. My true north is due south, the blue course going down just like that.
Radio House exists. We're just coming into Kongdong, and I've been saying this all year, but what a blessing it's been to have a 2.2 metre van, because normally what happens is with these places that you scratch all your side panels up and it's very hard to buff them out. Some metallics you can't buff them out. A lot of caravans, once you scratch them, they're scratched. But yeah, like I said, that 200mm makes a huge difference on these tracks. And as you can see, it's a bit of a track, but we're just trying to find a campsite. It's a bit of a rabbit warren, and there's so many different little offshoots. But I think we found the perfect campsite, and we cannot wait to show you this. Yeah, it's incredible. We love Broome because of the free camping, obviously, and again, this one is completely free.
Looking like a thunderstorm, here we go, you're easy to remember, so hard to forget, baby, it's a coward way you strut, how could I not worship every inch your feet have touched, baby, run away with me, you kill it lonely, you make my eyes unsee, all the crazy, you make my heart believe, there's only one.
Wow. I can't believe we've never been here before, because I think this tops James Price Point. Now, if I can get the van down this little incline, we have scored ourselves the best campsite. And like I said, there's no one else here. We're obviously in the off season, and that's probably why, but fingers crossed I can get through this little section, and I'm pretty confident that I can. There's very tight though, that's the only thing. Hell yeah. And then check this campsite out, it is freaking insane. Straight on that. Your setup's tyres is arguably one of the most important things on your vehicle and your setup. It gets you and your family safely to your next destination. Now, we've been running the iCheck TPMS full-time for the last 3 years. It is the best tyre pressure monitoring system on the market, and I'm about to tell you why. So this product here doesn't only monitor your car's pressures, but it also monitors your trailer's pressures. No matter if you've got a single or a dual axle caravan, it even monitors your spare tyre pressures. Not only pressures though, this thing will let you know about your temperatures, and if your tyres are getting too hot, whether it's on your car or your caravan, it even can monitor bearing temperatures, which is insane. There's nothing else like it on the market. To install the iCheck TPMS, simply screw on each sensor to each tyre and it will wirelessly communicate to the in-cab display. The set points for the alarms are automatically calibrated based on what pressures you screw these sensors to your tyres on. That means when you drop your tyres to go off-road, you are still protected. If you have a slow leak, a fast leak, this product right here is going to alert you to stop, pull off the road before you have an accident, before you actually pop your tyre or lose pressure altogether, which could actually save you and your family from having an accident. So here's the thing, iCheck TPMS are doing an insane deal for our audience only. So for a limited time, the next 2 weeks or while stocks last, if you buy any tyre pressure monitoring system on the iCheck website using the discount code SKT, you're going to get free shipping plus a free set of deflators. All you have to do is add the iCheck TPMS that you guys want to purchase plus the deflators into your cart and then apply the SKT discount code. Are you kidding? What the heck?
This is the site.
This is
How
what?
good.
This is, I reckon, this is better than James Price Point.
And look, someone watched our last video.
Why?
They got rid of their brush.
They did too. Look at that. In a fire pit, we always love that,
Put
eh?
that in our rubbish bag before we leave.
Look at this. I reckon the water's going to come right up to here. That's all smooth sand, so I reckon the tides are going to push right up here.
Amazing.
And the colours.
This is so nice.
Red, green, blue.
More privacy than James Price Point too, because James Price Point is, you can't beat that. Like, it is insane, but it is all just one big open area. Whereas this is like staggered sites. The only thing I will say is when we were coming in, I did see a few sites that looked like very, very, very soft, boggy sand. So some of the sites here, I reckon you'd have a bit of trouble getting into. Like
I said, if we didn't have the 2.2 metre van, I reckon you'd probably get into this site. You'd scratch your setup up getting here. You probably would, but you would have a few pinstripes on your van. But yeah, check this out. This is absolutely so sick. Got the house on wheels right here, and that is why we've got the gear to get to places like this. And we're about to crank the aircon because it's about 40 something degrees, I reckon. And that's probably why there's no one else here. But yeah, it's incredible. Since we are showing you guys the realistic side of traveling, and obviously we had some bad news with everything being shut, I thought I'd just keep the realism going and yeah, just explain how we're feeling and stuff, because a lot of people said, are you enjoying the Dream Lap? Now, the Dream Lap in itself is trying to do a year worth of travel around Australia and obviously keep it down to a year and try to see as much as you can. So that in itself is a challenge, and one thing we will say about that is we're not used to traveling so far. So previously to the Dream Lap, it took us 3 years to do somewhat of a disconjointed lap circumference of Australia bar Tassie, and obviously this year we're trying to do it in a year. But not only that, our sort of Dream Lap is a bit different to everyone else's, because obviously we're making these videos for you guys, so trying to keep up with the documentation, the videoing, the filming, the editing takes a long time, And that's what I've been doing all day actually. So I've probably spent 8 hours on the laptop today, and don't get me wrong, we love what we do. We absolutely freaking love it, and we're so lucky to have you guys to support us and watch our videos and stuff. But it's cool to be able to show you guys a little insight into that as well. And yeah, full-time travel isn't always what you see, the highlight reels and stuff. Some days you are in beautiful locations like this and you're just relaxing. So I think today we actually needed a bit of a relax. We felt like we were burning out just from all the travel. Yeah, so like probably done 2,000-3,000 Ks in the last week. Yeah, so we're feeling a little bit burnt out. So it's nice just to get to a spot like this, just relax. We're not doing anything crazy. You don't, like full-time travel isn't always go doing crazy stuff like surfing, fishing, four-wheel driving. You're not doing that stuff all the time. We do love to show it and showcase that side of it, but it's definitely not something you do all the time. You definitely need these down days, these chill days. And we've actually been running the aircon all freaking day, so which is pretty cool. So I think we're down to about 60% battery, but we've run the aircon from about 10 AM and it's currently about 5 PM and I'm about to crack a beer. It's beer o'clock well and truly. And just check this out, just spectacular. Working from the laptop all day, I had this beautiful backdrop to look out to. Pretty cool. I haven't seen any crocs yet, but there is definitely crocs here, because just probably like 50k down the bloody coast here, you've got Bard Creek, Willie Creek, sorry. They're full of crocs, so yeah, definitely no swimming here, but it's just cool to see the tides going out, and yeah, just so grateful to live this life and we're pretty much in the best, well, pretty much, we are in the best country in the world, so you're mad. But I just wanted to remind you guys, it's not all crazy, go. Some days you do relax and just chill and take it all in, and it's important to show that side of it too, because we are trying to be as realistic as possible here.
All right, so we've just knocked off work. We're having a bit of a drink together out the front. It's absolutely beautiful here. It's one of our favorite free camps now. Like, you cannot beat this. But for tonight, we've got something different to steak. We are having barramundi, and we're going to have barra bowls. So we're doing Mexican bowls. It's got like a bit of rice at the bottom and then all different toppings on top, and it is unreal. We had it a few times at Boima, and it's so yum.
And normally we wouldn't be able to cook it because we don't have any barramundi or fish. You could do this with any fish, but I'd recommend a fish that isn't too good. Barramundi's really good, especially the barras that we've been catching. They're all saltwater, like silver slabs. But
we've got some nice coral trout in the freezer, and I was going to defrost that. Keelan's like, no, we're going to have that just as it comes. You
do not put anything on coral trout. I reckon that is the one food. Well, there's a few fish out there, but like if you have Spanish mackerel, which we got a heap of that in there as well from Arnhem Land.
I should have gotten some of that out.
That was probably the go.
Yeah. Bit
of Spanish mac, because with your coating of your fish, we're novice fishermen, but for the pros out there, the pros would know, you don't cover really A-grade 5-star eating fish in spice. You just eat the A-grade fish by itself, because that's why it is so freaking good.
Yeah.
But yeah, barra's good though. Barra bowls, they're incredible, and barra's good because it's quite dense. It stays together, the flesh. So we're going to cook that on the barbie, hit it with a bit of a shallow fry, and I'm already salivating. I'm aroused. It's going to be a hell of a feed. Rightio, we got our barra here. As you can see, it's not a massive barra. But what were you expecting out of us? So I'm gonna chuck this on the barbie, and normally I carry a bit more oil than this, but this is all we've got. A bit of olive oil. It's probably not ideal, but we're gonna chuck that on the barbie. And the hot plate on these Webbers, they have a bit of like a lip on them, as you can see there. So you want to do like a shallow fry, like get the barbie red hot.
Oh, don't deep fry with olive oil though.
Yeah, because of the smoking point. It's alright, not a shallow fry, it's like just really coat the hot plate is what I'm saying. Because it gives the fish a nice crispy exterior, I'll say. You'll know for sure if you've got enough oil on it or not, and as you can see it's already bloody burning because it's olive oil. But anyway, I'll chuck this fish on, and literally 2 minutes later she'll be cooked. Alright.
A feast.
Barramundi.
This is the finished product. We've got lime and coriander, rice at the bottom. Then we've got a bit of a salsa there, and then we've got the barra on top with a bit of taco seasoning on it.
Look at that.
And then a little bit of sour cream.
Fresh.
So good, honestly. One of our favourites now.
And the good thing about this meal is that you don't feel like a shithead after you eat it. Like some meals you feel like crap after you eat it, where this one's like really fresh, you feel healthy, you feel energized.
Come off it.
But anyway, like you know that feeling where you're like, bleh, like I shouldn't have eaten that much food. Well, this you can eat pretty much as you want without you feeling like that. So
without feeling guilty.
Yeah. So there's still room for chocky after the dinner.
And
so
guess what's just started tonight? Love Island, Australia.
But I do have old gold chocolate. I've been getting into me dark chocolate lately. I've been maturing as an adult. I've been starting to act my age, and yeah, which is good. But as you can see, we've got the Sirocco's absolute Budson. These Siroccos have been a lifesaver, because it is right now, believe it or not, about 29 degrees. And it's not the best sleeping temperature, put it that way. We don't struggle through the day at all up here during build-up wet season, whatever you want to call it, pre-Christmas. But as soon as it goes nighttime, that's when it's freaking hot, and that's when we struggle, is actually when it's nighttime. So it's so peaceful and still. These big thunderstorms come in, but tell you what, this dinner is going to make the it's so much better. So anyway, let's devour this. Boos! Would you believe it? There's only one more video left in the Dream Lap series, and it's coming next week. It's an absolute cracker, but I want to talk to you guys about something a little bit more somber. Now, me and Sarah have been traveling full time for 6 years. We took off in 2019, would you believe it? And our lives have changed for the better because of all this experience. Now, the good thing about having 6 years of data to show you guys is that we can paint a picture about how much things have changed around Australia. Now, it's not a video where I'm going to sit here and complain about things. I just want to show you guys the reality of travel at the moment and where it's heading. So we are quite lucky because we actually work while traveling. So we actually get income while we do what we do. But for 99% of you guys out there, you're not going to be working. You're going to be taking a year off to do your Dream Lap or a big trip, and you're not going to have income coming in. So this video is for you guys. I want to sort of be realistic, and in no way, shape or form am I complaining. Me and Sarah are the luckiest people alive, and it's all thanks to you guys. We are nothing without you. So took off in 2019, would you believe it? And we used to budget $400 a week, and that was fuel, groceries, accommodation, and we did bugger all experiences because obviously they are pretty expensive, and we were broke at the time. Yeah, things have changed a little bit now that we've started to earn a little bit of income. At that time, we were earning nothing at all, and we set off with $20,000 each, a budget to see how long it could last us traveling around Australia. Now, we used to hit our budget every single week, $400. And to give you guys some context about fuel prices, we were paying $1.43 to $1.50. Now, we were saying that that was expensive back in 2019. And on the Gibb River Road and some of these adventure tracks back then, we were paying around $2.30. Isn't that so funny? Because at the time we were thinking, you know, the world's going to end at these fuel prices. We can't afford it. And here we are in 2026. We didn't have a crystal ball back then to tell the future, but yeah, I wouldn't expect to be sitting where I am today, about to drop how much it's going to cost you guys to travel Australia in a year. Fun fact, Australia is around 27,000 kilometers in circumference. However, if you were to do a Dream Lap like we have this year, we have done 45,000 Ks. So that's a realistic amount of kilometers to travel the circumference of Australia, or well, as close to the circumference. Obviously, you're not going to see everything, but we average in this car, our fuel economy is not terrible. We average around 18 litres between towing and not towing. So we're about middle of the ground. We're not great. We're not really bad. At the moment, as we stand here today, we have spent around $15,000 on diesel on the Dream Lap. So that $15,000 isn't taking into consideration the fuel crisis. So those numbers are based on $1.90 to $2, which is what we've pretty much been paying all year for diesel up until what's been happening recently. So if we went off history repeating itself alone, I think that fuel prices will never get as low as we've seen them, obviously, I think they're going to stay steady around that $2 mark at the best. I think we'll get down towards $2, but at the moment they seem to be steady around $2.30, $2.40, $2.50, depending. Obviously that's in civilization and not on the adventure tracks. But if I was to simulate a dream lap based off right now's fuel prices, and you're paying $2.50 a litre, I know that's even low. Some of the prices got up to $3.20. So at $2.50 a litre, you're going to be paying $20,000 plus for your trip around Australia. To zoom out even further and add perspective, we would have paid $10,000 to travel 45,000 kilometres when we first set off. But it's not just the fuel. The grocery prices have gone up. We used to budget, like I said, $400. Now our food shops themselves are close to $400, and that blows your weekly budgets out. It blows everything out, and then you're going to pay more at the Bowser, and it just adds up. It's not only groceries and fuel, also accommodation. So when we first set off around Australia, we used to think that $25 to $30 a night for a caravan park was expensive, and we used to think, nah, bugger that, we're going to go stay at the 24-hour free rest stop out on the highway, because we were broke and we were just trying to make this money that we had saved up last as long as possible. It's hilarious to talk about now. $25 to $30 a night is, I would say, the cheapest caravan park in the country. These days, a normal caravan park price would be around $70, $60, $70 a night, and some are even charging over $100. But it's not their fault. These small businesses that are running these caravan parks are also incurring these higher costs for their day-to-day running costs, and then they're just passing it on to the consumer, which is us. So it's not their fault. Everyone's in a bit of a hard boat. Sure, there is some scalping going on, I get that, but you can't just blame the small business because they're copping some price increases as well. Now, there's good news in all this. Beer prices haven't gone up that much. Back in 2019, I found a receipt. I paid $50 for a carton of Emu Export, which is WA's premium premier beer. If you've been here, you would know how good Emu Export is. So we used to pay $50 for a case of that, a block of 30. Now you can pay $67 for that same 30 pack. So that hasn't doubled. So that is obviously why people are driving less and drinking more. I can tell you our weekly budget has gone from $400 to $1,300. So it is more than tripled in 6 years, which is crazy. But it's unfair of us to talk about these costs for travelers without talking about how much the average income has gone up. And I can't even say that with a straight face because it's gone up $200 to $300 a week. The cost of traveling has gone up triple. So, like I said, we used to budget $400 and a lap back then, the exact same lap, going to the exact same places, the same amount of kilometers, eating the same food and drinking the same beer has gone from $23,000. It's now costing the average person $67,000. And like I said, that's not factoring in if the fuel prices go above $2.50. So that's for a couple as well. I couldn't imagine what it would cost a family. Your weekly would blow out to, I would say, over $2,500. Let us know in the comments below. Do you travel with a family? Let me know what your weekly budget is. Like I said, our groceries haven't changed. Still eating the same snags, we're still eating the same mints, and we're still drinking the same beer. But yeah, let us know in the comments below, like, you know, $67,000, $70,000 for a couple to travel Australia for a year is a lot of money. And it does sadden me because I'm the person I am today, and Sarah will testify to this. She's the exact same way. Because when we were kids, we got to go camping, we got to experience things and get outdoors and fish and surf and swag it and do, you know, all this cool stuff. These days it's becoming so expensive that, you know, a lot of people are going to miss out. And that saddens me because, like I said, it shaped the person that I am. And the last 6 years has honestly been the best 6 years of my whole entire life. And to know that people are literally going to miss out on that Australian dream of, you know, getting in a car and driving around Australia. Like, it doesn't seem like it should be that expensive. I know fuel's expensive, but it doesn't seem like there should be a really simple way of life that's quite efficient on the back pocket. To me. So knowing people are going to miss out on that, it sucks. And like I said, yeah, there's no sugarcoating that. It sucks. And yeah, it just saddens me. And there's nothing I can do about it. But let us know in the comments below, what do you guys think? What do you reckon about the prices? Would you pay $70,000 as a couple? Maybe $100,000 plus as a family? But what I will say is, things aren't going to get cheaper, guys. And this is probably not what caravan ambassadors, especially that built their own caravan model that's a premium product, are meant to say. But again, we refuse to sell out and tell you guys that you need the flashiest gear to do what we do. You don't. If you can afford it, great, fantastic. You're gonna have a great time. You're gonna be really comfortable. If you can't afford it, who cares? Get out there, experience Australia while it's still at the price it is now. Who knows? It could be double the price in 5 years' time. There's never going to be a perfect time to travel Australia. So stop waiting. Stop waiting until you get the best perfect setup. Just remember, you pull up to a sunset at the beach, someone pulls up right next to you and they're in a Hyundai Excel worth $2,000 with a bed in the back and an esky. We're both looking at the same sunset. We're both experiencing the same thing. So it's not all about your setup. And like I said, you probably don't hear that very often, but stop waiting, get out there, experience Australia while it's still at the price it is. And fingers crossed, it's unlikely, but hopefully the prices do come down. And let me know what you think about that data. Thanks heaps for watching, guys. We can't do this stuff without you. We owe it all to you. If you can, hit that subscribe button. Just means you're gonna get next week's video. It's completely free to do. Drop us a like and also drop us a comment. I read every single comment. And one thing I can promise you guys in the future, I will continue to fight to get you discount codes and good deals on products to make it more affordable for you. And I will refuse to ever sell out and promote things that I don't believe in. See you next week. Huge news, guys. We are back from the Dream Lap and we are going to be down at the ABBA Caravans 4-day Caravan Expo on the 22nd, the 23rd and the 24th of May. Come down and see us. It's going to be a sick time. We're going to have the Super Duty there down on display, plus our very own SKT Signature Series caravan. There's a rumour on the streets that ABBA are going to have a huge rubber arm for that whole weekend, and they're going to be giving away $10,000 in cold hard cash. To enter that giveaway, simply sign up for a van slot on that weekend, and you're in the running to win that cold hard cash. And guess what? If there's only 2 van slots, and you've got a 50% chance of winning 10 grand. There's going to be $10 $250 fuel vouchers they're giving out to random people that walk through the gates. And like I said, we'd love to see you guys down there for a chat and a laugh. And to ABBA Caravans in Rockingham, 22nd, 23rd and 24th of May. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We'd love to see you down there.